welcome back to Midwest Brew Review. We are so deep into the holidays, we don't even know what day it is. We don't know if it's nighttime or daytime, AM or PM. So we're just gonna start off with some beer. What do you got, Billy?
So yeah, we got the kids to bed. We are wrapping gifts. We got boxes and crap everywhere.
Crafting.
The best. No, seriously, look at the crisp corners. Let's hold this up. This is way more impressive than the beer right now. Look at that.
Crisp corner.
Look at that.
And a good name tag.
That's insane. Did you work at a department store at one point?
Shut up, I did. Did you know this? Oh
All right,
my gosh.
let's drink beer. So I think we're on 19 and 20. We have a hoppy lager, which I'm super pumped about, and we have another one of these trippy cans. I believe this is an IPA from the West Coast this time. So let's go ahead and pour out this hoppy lager.
I'm gonna question again.
Okay.
It's not from the West Coast though. It's from the same brewer. It's just a West Coast style.
Oh, you are so right.
Okay.
Caught me on a technicality there.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah,
For us
so-
non-beer drinkers.
Yeah, it's actually brewed in Waunakee, Wisconsin, and the brewery name Octopi, but they're going under something else. State of Brewing. But if you look them up, it's Octopi. It's Waunakee, Wisconsin. They have this whole big outfit. They make insane beers for. All right, so here we go. Hoppy lager.
Hoppy.
It smells hoppy.
It's happy to be here. Just like me.
It looks good. It's got some pretty good clarity. It's got a little fuzz, a little something going on there, but overall it's pretty clear. Kind of a golden straw color. And it tastes like like floral, a little citrusy hops, almost like a Cascade. And it tastes really good. Some people call these cold IPAs, or I've heard them called IPLs, or you name it. And then there's like off on a different vein, there's an Italian Pilsner, which are delightful. And this is a style I never really paid much attention to. And then, I don't know, I felt like 2 years ago, it was like hot out one summer, and it was just like, it was the right beer for the right time, and I've loved them ever since. I think the crispness of the beer really gives you nice nuances, and you can do subtle like hop character throughout the beer with a nice crisp lager, because the hops really pop. I think it's good. It's got a nice, it's clean. It's got a moderate bitterness, and the hops are just right. They're a little bright, little floral. It's everything I like. All right. Beer number 2, beer number 20 on the calendar, and beer number 1 in most of your guys' hearts. It's an IPA. So, yeah, West Coast IPAs. I mean, they've been around forever. All the rage. There was a big IBU war, you could call it, where everyone was trying to make the biggest, bitterest, booziest IPAs. So you saw doubles, you saw triples. Hop Slam's still around, and there's still a lot of. Is that cutting necessary?
Oh, dude.
Anyways, this one's pretty good. I'd say it's middle of the road. It's not. The bitterness isn't got that bite for me. It's kind of. All right. I don't know. There's something soft about the bitterness. The hops are okay. They're not. It's just not real bright and jumping out like a West Coast usually does. But it's not horrible. It's just like I said, it's a middle of the pack kind of IPA. Very nondescript hop characteristic, which leads me to believe we're back on like Centennials or Cascades or anything probably the brewery could get their hands on, at a good price, because I know all these on a budget for commissioning these beers. A lot of these beers came out of California, and they came out of Washington, I believe, and there's a lot of the hops grew really well out there to start, and they had a ton of fields going early on, and yeah, they just made a ton of Centennials, a ton of Cascades and Chinook, and all those, like they call them C hops, because there's a handful of them that start with a C, and they were just growing like crazy because they grew really well up there. And then Americans started switching over to some of these newer tropical flavored hops, which are fantastic too. I love it when you pair them up, because you can get like a piney bite, and you can also get that fruity tone in between. This one is pretty straight up and down Centennial though. It's got a little pine to it, maybe I don't know, it's almost got like a little bit of a honey character.
So is it bad? Like, is it weird for people to say they're in the Midwest, have a California beer, and say it's a California beer, even though it's not brewed in California?
Yeah, it's just the style. I mean, people will make any style just about anywhere these days.
Even though the water's different.
Like a hazy. And well, the interesting thing about that is you can replicate water styles now. Like a lot of people have replicated the English water style with salts and different things. Yeah, so you can get a more true to form. And if you actually dial in that water profile right, you can get hops to jump out better, or you can make a super malty beer. And you know, the water really does make a difference. It's one of those finer points that a really good brewer is paying attention to, and they're treating the water accordingly to make a really cool style.
That's really interesting.
With the rainbow.
The more you know.
That's all the rainbow you're getting. The budget got sliced lately. We're doing 2 beers and a video, no graphics.
I think the videos have been way more informative, and I'm learning so much more about beer. It's just amazing.
We're gonna end on that. Cheers.
I'm not done
We
yet.
love you. We'll see you tomorrow. We gotta finish wrapping.
Literally.
Bye-bye.
Bye.